The new Fortnite Fraction event coming out in less than 3 days. Today, I'm going to be ranking all of the past Fortnite live events and putting them in a tier list from insane, good, okay, to worst. Let's get into today's video. Hope you guys liked and subscribed. Use code LAGU, the new events coming up. I'm so excited. Let's get into today's video. Like, subscribe, let's get into it. Okay, sorry to interrupt the video, but before you click off, Future LAGU here, and I just wanted to remind you guys that the Fraction event, I'm going to be going live on Twitch. My username is iLAGU, and I'll be going live on Saturday, the day it's happening, at 8 Pacific Standard Time. And if you live on the eastern side, it would be 11 for you. And I will be live streaming from then to the event and going even longer. I'll be going for the rest of that day, and we don't have all the info, but if the next season is the day after, I will be staying up almost all night. Might take a bit of a nap, but guys, please tune in on that day. You don't have to tune in during the event, maybe before, after. I would just love to. I'm basically going to be doing an all weekend stream. The only reason I'm going to stop is if I truly need a break or a nap or a nap. But then I'll just have the stream playing and I'll just be sleeping. Or the chapter doesn't come out until a school week or a school day. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in. Saturday, it's happening at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and for Eastern Time, it's going to be 11 a.m. So yeah, please and thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. I might start 30 minutes early, but I don't really know. But yeah, enjoy the video. Alright guys, I'm going to be actually playing a match while I am doing this tier list. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So basically, the first ever event, which is tragically one of the only ones that I've missed, is the Rocket event. And the only reason that this event is going to get higher than worse is because of the fact that it was the first ever event, and well, it was the first ever event. So because of the fact that it was the first ever event and it set the stage, I mean, it didn't do anything too crazy. Like, not taking in nostalgia to account, it didn't do anything too crazy. It just, had a rocket flying around and it went into the sky. But for its time, it was pretty crazy. So I'm going to be putting this one in good. It's a bit questionable, but we're going to be putting the Flying Rocket Season 4 event in good. Okay guys, so the next event in our list is the Chapter 1 Season 6 event. This is basically the first event that I watched, and it was where Kevin the Cube, drained all of its power. And then we went into this butterfly area, we teleported back, and, Loot Lake changed. That was it. I honestly, I'm going to be putting I'm going to put it in bad. I know I'm about to get into a fight, but I'll put in this event in bad. Probably one of the worst events I've ever played, and for being the first one, I just didn't enjoy it. It was way too quick. So the next one is actually our first concert on this list, which is the Marshmallow event. And I mean, it was really cool back then because they made us fly and stuff, and it made me get the marshmallow skin. So because of that, I have to put this in okay. Now this next one was the Chapter 1 Season 7 event. Now for being my second event that I watched, not counting the marshmallow, that was a terrible event. The aftermath was just that he put snow everywhere. I'm being really harsh right now, but I promise guys, after this event, I'm gonna be nice. But tragically, I'm gonna have to put this in the bad tier. Bro! I gotta go. I'm bouncing. We have the Unvaulting event, which, that was a good one. Chapter 1, Season 8. It set up the next season with, the volcano erupting and Jonesy having to go into hiding, and it made us unvault a gun. I don't like the gun it got unvaulted, but it was a good event, and it led mystery, and it gave us a lot of the story. So personally, I'm gonna have to be putting the Unvaulting event in very high tier good. I want to put it in insane, but if you compare it to all the other events, it's not insane worthy, but it's really good. Alright, so as I got killed by a Rocket League car, I was trying to get in the Rocket League car, and I thought the guy was gonna leave the car and I could bounce away, but I guess not. But the Chapter 1 Season 9 event, the Monster vs. Robot event, I like this event, okay? It was a fun event to watch, as like the monster was throwing punches, the mech was throwing punches, and it was insane. But my only problem, and I hated it, was that I didn't hate the event, but the problem that I hated was that there was no damage. Like, these things, the monster and the mech, they're gigantic. They were stomping on the map. You could see the monster was like shooting these energy beams. The map should have been decimated, and it set up a good storyline, because it set up into Season 10, but I just didn't like the fact how there was no damage from the event. And I don't want to be too picky, so instead of putting it in insane, it's going to have to just go in good. And I think it's better than the Rocket event, but it's not as good as the Unvaulting event. Now, the next event is the End event, Chapter 1. I'm going to explain my reasoning, but it's going insane. I'm going to explain, but I think it's pretty obvious. For starters, it had big implication on the story with like, a bunch of the 7, like, we saw all the 7, or we didn't see all of them, but like, we knew that the 7 were helping us, and the rocket came back, and the meteor, like, crashed into the 0 point. Okay, the main reason is because of the black hole. It was the first ever black hole. It set the internet insane. I had to just put it in there. It's insane. It was insane when I watched it. Honestly, I'm gonna have to put it as it's the Star Wars event, and it was the first ever event on Chapter 2. Terrible.
That's all, folks.
Okay, so now as I'm waiting for my supply drop to land, we have the Travis Scott Astro Musical, which is the second concert to happen, and it was insane. I think I watched it almost every single time except for like once or twice, and that was because it was in a totally different time zone. This Travis Scott event, I'm gonna just put it in good. I think it's better than the rocket launch event, but it's not better than the mech battle and all that, because there wasn't any storyline, but concert-wise, it was a good event. I really enjoyed it. I ended that entire thing. Oh, thank God for that golden prime. I would have been dead. That golden prime saved me. Bro, get out of here, Wolf. Okay, and so the device event, personally, because I didn't watch it, I don't like it as much, but putting that aside, the event itself was, it was good. It was storyline, it was amazing. It set up the 3rd season. I'm gonna have to put this event not in insane. Actually, I'm debating if it should go in insane. It's not gonna go in insane, but it's going to... It's the highest one in the good so far. Like, it's past the Unvaulting event. Now, this next event is the Chapter 2, Season 4, Nexus War Galactus event, or whatever it's called. Basically, where we killed Galactus. And if we put aside the fact that he might have just died by a few battle buses going in his mouth, set up the next, like, season. There was not that much story, but I guess set up the next season a bit. We saw the 0 point for the first time in the Chapter 2 map, and I think this was the first one this was the first event that we actually played, because all the other events we just watched, and this was the first one that we played, and I'll be honest, I enjoyed it, and it just wasn't insane. So we're gonna have to put this one right after the device event. The device event is way better than the Galactus event, but with the other ones, it's better. Oh, I got my bounty done. Chapter 2, Season 6. This one, you didn't play with any of your friends. It was a where you were like by yourself, which I'll be honest, it was cool. Oh, what's this? Which I'll be honest, it was a cool idea to have like an event where it was just you, but personally, I liked it when I have friends. I like it when all of my friends can react to this event, and it was a good event, but I feel like it was just missing the friends aspect, and when you play with someone in an event, it just makes it 10 times better. Though, quality-wise, it wasn't that bad of an event. So I'm about to give it a score. Because it was still a good event, I'm going to be putting it in okay. And this is going to be the highest okay one because, well, I think it's better than the Marshmallow event. I think that's fair. The Rift Tour, which was in Chapter 2, Season 7. This was the third concert and the final concert that's happened so far. I didn't like it. So I'm going to be putting the Ariana Grande concert in okay. It was better than Marshmallow, but I don't know what it was. It just wasn't that good of an event. I don't know why. Personally, it was just for me, I'm pretty sure. The Skyfire event was just fun. Honestly, like, I just had a fun time playing the event. And so, personally, I'm going to put this event in good. I think it was better than the Galactus event. It's going up there. Now, the end event. This one, I want to put it in insane, but it's just not insane worthy. Like, the major problem I had with, for the first time, it did something unique. It had a cutscene happen in the event. That was my problem. Majority, if not a lot of the event, was just a giant cutscene, and I just didn't like that personally. Like, I found it interesting at the time, but looking back on it, might as well just make it a story trailer. And we didn't even get a story trailer, I think, because of that cutscene and because of The Rock. If it wasn't because of The Rock, it would be going in good. But it's going in insane. I just have to put it in insane. I gotta do the final one. The Collision event. The Collision event was Chapter 3, Season 2, and we, like, piloted the mech to help defeat the collider that the IO was using to, like, destroy the map. Oh, it's a top 3. So, yeah, I'm going to be having to put the Collision event in insane. Personally, oh, top 2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this Collision event in insane. It was better than the end event itself, just because it wasn't one giant cutscene, and where you're actually able to play. And also because it was just really fun. I had a lot of fun. The best event so far, though, was the end event, and you cannot take that away from me. Okay, why am I going down here? That's just dumb. You cannot take the end event being the best event away from me, unless this next event coming up is going to be the best, which it has the chance to. Just, there is something special about the end event, where no one knew the black hole, or I didn't hear about the black hole. Like, it was just insane when Fortnite was just like, goodbye. And now I feel like they do it so often to where no one cares. I mean, it was still a bit cool in Chapter 2, Season 8, where they made us go in the water for the Chapter 3 cooldown. I have no mats. Bro's making an edit course! He's about to box me up! Alright, so looking back on this tier list, I'm going to be changing one thing up, and that's the device event. I'm going to be putting it in insane, just because I feel like it was insane because of the giant wall and the flood that it brought and how that was there for like 3 days, and I found that insane. But this is the ranking. The best event is the end event, and the worst event is the Star Wars event. Let me know, is this your guys' ranking? Personally, I like it, and I hope that the Chapter 3 end event, Fractured, will make the #1 spot. I want this event to be good. It's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be for today's video. Guys, please use code LAGU. I mean, the event's in a few days. That's gonna be for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and LAGU, signing out. Bye!